The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Locke going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he goes out right around the 39. There'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing quickly out wide to Atwell. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
That 1 for 1, a lot more to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Rams kick the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held into an okay game.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Locke. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Marquise Bell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Looking to throw. Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Not good at all. Punt it just 24 yards there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
75 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Carter to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Carter. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Carter flushed out right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jacob Harris.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one's a runaway. And it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play good over the low. The more guys in the direction of highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On second down, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And a short 3-yard pickup gets them up to the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Now a handoff running through the middle. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
See, first that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Locke to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Rams 28, Seahawks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Carter. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in. Complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point splits the opponents. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Tariq Woolen in on the stop.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now Carter looking to throw on 2nd down.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Carter.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he'll get into the end end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Rams have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Carter. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw is Carter. Throwing on 1st down.
They'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Carter on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second and 4.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
McCaffrey running up the middle. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Logan Wilson
with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Carter now, throwing to start the drive. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Carter. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun, Carter. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
2nd and 2.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Carter to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right in front of us.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Rams, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.